what? It is a double race weekend in the middle of July. It is early on Saturday, July 11th. I am heading to pick up a teammate, and we are heading up to Freedom, Minnesota for the Freedhem Gravel. Well, it used to be the 76. I've done the 76. This year the options were 46 and 91, and I wanted to race twice this weekend, so I selected the 46-mile race. The race starts at 9 a.m. and we should be done by hopefully 11:15. A whole bunch of us, over 100 riders in this race. Now I'm assuming a bunch of those riders are probably just riders. So my goal is to get towards the front and have fun. I think there is one minimum maintenance road at about 32 miles in, so I would love to be in the top 1, 2, 3 riders going into that MMR because that can get a little bit dicey. And I'm shooting for, I guess, top 5 today, which is, I don't know, doable. We'll see if I don't cramp, if I don't bonk, if I fuel correctly, and if I don't have any mechanical or worse mishaps along the way, but we will see. I wasn't kidding, it is a double race weekend, and what better place than a hot community college blacktop parking lot to spend a Sunday night when it feels like it's 95 degrees than racing in circles. We are here at our Sunday night crit down at Hennepin Technical College in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. And it's about 6 o'clock. I race in about 45 minutes, but first let's talk a little bit about yesterday's gravel race. And it shook out kind of like I thought it would. We rolled out about 9 o'clock and it was already pretty hot. And like I said, there's about 145, 150 guys in the race. So I had to make sure I got up towards the front when we rolled out. And for the first mile or so, I was second wheel, just rolling and making sure that I was staying towards the front. And the minute that I got the little chicken wing and flicked to move forward, I just put down a little bit more power and maintained that for the next couple of miles, not realizing exactly kind of what it would do to the group. I really didn't have any intention at all in terms of splitting things up, but when I turned around, it was just me and one other rider. So I just kind of put my head down and kept going. About 6 more guys bridged up, including my 2 teammates, Matt and Ben. So there were a group of 8 of us and we were fully away. And that was perfect. We just spent the next several miles just rotating, taking pulls off the front and rotating out. And when I looked down at about 40 minutes, my normalized power was about 283 to 285-ish. And I thought, oh boy, with the heat and everything else, it could make for a long day. But it worked out well. We kept shedding a couple riders, so then we got down to 5 of us and 3 donkey label riders and 2 additional riders when we went into the minimum maintenance road at about mile 32. And that's when things kind of shook loose for me, literally. A little muddy in there and totally my fault, but my front wheel just slipped out. I took a header and got back on my bike and realized that, I guess I didn't know it at the time, that there was some mud in my left shifter. So I could only shift down, I guess. So got out of the minimum maintenance road with one teammate. Ben had to unclip as well. And our 2 non-donkey label riders were up the road, but had a pretty good feeling that Matt would be able to catch them. So once we got onto the gravel, I thought, oh, right, I'm just gonna limp on home because I'm now at a single speed. And after having been out there for an hour and a half, I thought, all right, let's just get on home. And after about 3 or 4 miles of that, finally the mud shook loose and I was able to use both shifters. So just kind of put my head down. And again, we caught one additional rider, non-donkey label rider who was cramping. So again, we got to ride for third. Matt ended up taking the win and I cleaned out, or I got the end of the podium for third. So overall, very good day. That gets us to tonight. So it's hot, 60-minute crit on blacktop. Even though it starts at 6:45, it's still gonna feel like about 95 degrees out there. So my main goal is to just hydrate, stay cool, get in the mix. So we'll see how it goes tonight. All right, just wrapped up, hopefully my hottest crit of the year. 60-minute 1, 2, 3 crit down here in Eden Prairie. And yes, it was a hot one. I can't tell you how many riders started, probably 20 to 25. I think there were only about 12 of us at the end, as it was a race of attrition. I think we averaged about 25 miles an hour, which isn't a screaming crit, but this was a great course. really only turn one, you maybe had to tap the brakes a bit going into that. Everything else was just wide open, and there was a few attacks at the beginning, but everything stayed together until one of the junior riders went off, and then Peter Olenichek bridged up, and they were pretty much gone. There was a few half attempts to bring those back, but by the time that happened, I think everybody was spent. Tried to stay towards the front with the second half of the race and bridge up to anything just to kind of keep things together. With 3 laps to go, I kind of filtered towards the back, and at that point, all of my matches were pretty much done. So Matt got on the front to kind of bring back one last little break attempt, and I did what I could to kind of get up a little bit, but for the most part, my matches were spent, so I was happy to come in, I don't know, 8th, 9th out of however many riders were left. So again, definitely a race of attrition. Great workout, safe race, fun course, ready for a rest day tomorrow before another structured week, getting ready for grit, possibly, and Gateway Cup.